was as good a time as any to remind the world when the NFL had to start paying out concussion-related damages to former players. They literally argued that black players should get less money because they had less mental capacity to lose. So you might be wondering like, yo, when was that policy a thing? The NFL had this policy in place up until 2021. After they were sued in a civil lawsuit. I need y'all to understand what this means, y'all. The NFL decided to give former players who were black less money in concussion settlements because they believed that black players or black people in general started with lower cognitive function, meaning that their presupposition was that black folks were inherently and genetically less intelligent than white folks. Meaning that they felt that black folks were so stupid coming into the game that a concussion didn't impact them as much as a white person who to them was inherently more intelligent. So with black folks, they was basically like, oh, you failed that test after having a concussion? You was gonna fail it anyway because you're dumb. But with white folks, they were like, ooh, you failed that test after a concussion? You shouldn't have because you would have got an A. And when they started giving out money for these concussion settlements, white folks were qualifying for awards at 2 or 3 times the rate of black folks. Keep that in mind when you consider that the NFL wanted those players to go back on the field, but they refused. Players, people in general, you are more powerful than you know. This system don't move without you.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you I say shalom, Lord willing, this video is edifying. It's going to be sent around that what you just saw. And my question is, are you really surprised? You know, I mean, you would have to be a fool if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American to believe that Esau has changed his views on you throughout the years. You know, you got a lot of Jake who actually feel that way, who sincerely think that, you know, the self-proclaimed white man, who's biblically known as Esau Edom, his heart changed, you know, though those were his old ways, right? This a new generation of Edomite that, you know, that came up, and, you know, racism is really in the past, and, you know, he no longer hates, you know, our people. But he's progressive now, and he believes that we're all equal, right? All you got to do is put your best foot forward, and, you know, you're going to be rewarded. Slavery was so long ago, you know, those ways of thinking have all fell away, and, you know, no one thinks like that anymore, right? And, you know, you couldn't be the furthest thing from right. You know, you're all the way wrong. You know, that's why I personally like when I hear stories like this, because it reminds niggas to put niggas back in their place. Because, you know, the worst thing that was ever given to a nigga was freedom, right? Because now you can't tell a nigga nothing. You can't tell Jake shit, okay? Because he's free. You know, he quick to say, if they would have told me that, then I would have been, and then I would have said, but here it is, they telling you right in your face, and you niggas still gonna go audition for the NFL, still gonna watch the games, you know. You still gonna be a fan of your little favorite team and shit. Meanwhile, they openly just display their hatred towards you, man. You know, the concussion protocols, all these different, protocols and such in which, the rules of the game, the NFL have been changed, they've been changed to center around, you know, these different findings that came out about, you know, concussions and such, you know, CTE, right? Memory loss. But here it is. You know, they come up with a settlement and they don't even give Jake as much as they should because they said you didn't have the brain power anyway. You know, basically you're a nigger. And, you know, you should just be happy that you know what I'm saying? That you had the opportunity, you know. And we've been telling you this man has felt this way about you for a long time now. And, you know, is Jake finally starting to see it? I doubt it. You know, Jake ain't going to see it until, you know, Esau is unleashed. Okay? And he finally let his horns down and, you know, come after niggas full throttle. That's when niggas are going to finally realize, you know, what we were saying this whole time were true. Right? This is Genesis 24, Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So this has been Esau's MO from the very beginning. He said he hated Jacob in his heart, man. You know, he hated him. Hate is a strong word, right? Ain't that's always been the saying? Well, Esau has not only said it, but he shows it. Vehemently shows it, right? I implore you, show me a time where he's shows you contrary, right? You can't. You know, anytime he came under the guise of help, it was to kill you. You know, anytime he came with a solution, it created more problems. You know, he came with health and it spread death, right? This is this devil's, you know, mode of operations, right? And it's always been this way, you know, and it's not changing ever, you know. The Lord didn't make Esau to change. He made him to be exactly who he is, the devil, and to persecute you Jakes, and to make your life a living hell, man. Okay? Esau is the perfect man for the job because he hates you. And he's not going to let up a bit, a teeny tiny bit. No, he will not let up. He's not going to give an inch to you niggas, man. That's why he's the perfect guy for the job, man. And he's doing his job perfectly. It's Jake who refused to accept, you know, this man's duty. He's fully embraced it. This is Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or a leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to doing evil. And these things cannot change, you know. You see a black ass, you know, big forehead Ethiopian nigga, man. You know, he can't change that blue, black, purple skin. Just like a leopard can't change his spots, man. Neither a tiger its stripes, you know. These things cannot change. All right. So Esau, in his spirit, in his soul, he cannot change. Okay. No matter what he says or, you know, no matter what action he tries to, you know, put out there, you know, that's he gonna feel the way he feel, man. Okay. Jake be trying to change this man like he's changed. He's not changeable, right? And he makes that known. He doesn't even want to change, you know? Matter of fact, once you accept him for being who he is, he actually, you know, you could deal with the Edomite better, you know, because it's like a mutual respect. Like he like, you know, wow, you finally just accept that I hate your fucking guts. And it's like, yeah. And I hate yours too, nigga. And it's like now we could coexist and we could be, versus trying to pretend, you know, trying to convince yourself that this man, you know, has some type of Salaki, man. You know, Jake be trying to convince himself that this man has some type of conscience and empathy, and he doesn't. Okay, he's a sociopath. He doesn't have feelings. He's not human. Okay, he's the devil. This is Ezekiel 35:3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. And Mount Seir is also known as who? Esau Edom, self-proclaimed white man. Lord said he's against Mount Seir, man. And I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So the Lord has a bone to pick with Esau Edom, man. He has a quarrel with this man who proclaims himself to be white and who identifies himself as a God. The Lord has a problem with him, okay? Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. See? So a big reason for the Lord hating this nigga is because of his attitude and his treatment towards you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So the Lord promised to make him desolate and destroy him completely and utterly, okay? Because of how he's, you know, went about the treatment of our people, man. But yet you got niggas who want to come and jump in and cape and save Esau, man. Okay? You know, simping for Esau. You know, that's what these guys do. All right? Because they love Esau. They inwardly, they love what he created, his society, his image. You know, they love this hell in which we are in. You know, they love their people being put to death. They love going out there and killing themselves for this man to, you know, be entertained, you know. But they love it until they don't, up until the point where it comes out, you know, he lets it be known in your face that he don't give a fuck about you. Now niggas' feelings hurt. Now they want to march. Now they want to be equal. And why would you want to be equal to a piece of shit, man? You know, to this goddamn devil who ain't never gave a fuck about you, and it continues to come out. Day in and day out, it continues to be voiced and to, you know, be it continues to be emphasized that he hates you, right? And he'll never apologize for it. He won't even say, I'm sorry. Nah, man, he'll say, well, those are my ancestors, and they're not here anymore, and anything. That's the pride of this devil. But yet you got niggas all up in his face begging and, you know, begging pathetically for his approval, you know, knowing all this information about how Esau didn't even want to pay Jake. You think Jake give a fuck? No, they're going to still try to, you know, put their heart and soul into making it into one of his high-class slave society organizations, you know? That's why, though hands join in hand, the wicked should not be unpunished, man. And with that, I give all praise and the glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakudas Wa, Abba, Babal, and DTA.